Hello my fellow vigilantes, we have finally made it here. It's the last video of the year. This is no longer going to be called my Suicide Squad movies of 2019. I no longer want to do that because there's other people that's committing suicide. I just thought about that and I was like, nah, I don't want to make a joke out of that. So I'm going to rechange it and rename it and make it more Batman oriented. That's funny and hilarious. So I'm going to give it Batnipps. This is a video dedicated to the movies I have reviewed that were so bad that I either gave it bat ass or Batnipps. So these are the top 10 worst Batnipps films of 2019. Yes, indeed. So without further ado, let's get into this crap. So these are my biased, unprofessional opinion on the worst films, the top 10 bat ass, Batnipps of 2019. So let's get into number 10. Goldfinch is a movie I just literally forgot its plot because the plot didn't really make sense. But when you're watching the movie, it's not essentially that. It's not essentially anything. It's just him watching a bunch of characters talk. It had some great performances in this movie. Yeah, like Ezra Eckhart he acted his ass off in this movie, but literally, this is just complete shit with the screenplay and how it was directed and how the film was structured. Definitely a bore fest. This movie is 2 hours and 25 minutes long, so definitely they added in a drill wrench. And I'm not going to yell at this review, so yes, definitely this deserves to be number 10. But it's not as bad as number 9. So Angel Has Fallen basically revolves around this guy who has been framed for an assassination attempt on the President of the United States, who's being played by Morgan Freeman, and he has to clear his name while protecting the president. This literally, the editing was really what got to me the most. Gerald Butler, he did his thing, he did his part, he went with the script. It wasn't his fault, it was everything around him. Morgan Freeman, he's untouchable, so he did a good job with his performance. Literally, just from all the way from the horrible editing decisions, I couldn't really see who was fighting who. Gerald Butler is a badass actor. He has some spectacular action sequences in the first movie, Olympus Has Fallen. I recommend you check out that movie. Each movie that progressed, it turned into the Taken series 2.0. So, but it's not as worse, or not as bad as number 8. Ooh, God help me. God help me. Number 8 is The Hustle. I was hustled out of my money because I spent $10 seeing this shit on a Friday night, and which I knew I shouldn't have to. Guys, I do this for you guys because I love you guys. You supporting me, so this is me supporting you by saving your asses from not watching this movie, because literally the plot happened in the last 5 minutes of the film. That's the huge question I just got out. I just was asking myself walking out this movie. How is it possible to have a plot come to fruition at the last 5 minutes of the film? And it's, thank God it's only 1 hour and 30 minutes. Number 7 has to be Replicas. Keanu Reeves was in this movie, and I'm just like, my man, why were you in this monstrosity of a movie? I'm just trying to figure out, why would Keanu Reeves do this to himself? Why? I didn't want to trash him, but he didn't do a bad job with his performance. He was the best thing about the movie, but everything else was just complete shit. All the way from the storytelling, the execution of it. But I gotta say that the premise of it, it has an interesting plot. Literally, the main reason why it got into this list was the CGI. The CGI look was horrible. Like, it was so bad that you thought that the CGI in Justice League was like the same CGI you've seen in Arrival or Endgame. Worse than seeing it on a TV programming. Number 6, Miss Bala. Call her Miss Lie, because this trailer tried so hard to market her as an action star in her own movie, but after watching the movie, she was just a damsel in distress throughout the entire movie. And there was also a shotgun scene in the trailer that should let the audience know that she's a badass. boom! Therefore, she picked up the shotgun, saw a guy running in, she used it, killed the guy, and then she cocked the shotgun and tripped on her heels. Number 5 was crucial. It was really difficult to make this list. I had to figure out which one was worse. But it was Dark Phoenix. I wanted this movie to end on a good note. Simon Kinberg is not the guy to direct this movie. Why in the hell would Fox decide to sign the same man who wrote the movie The Last Stand, which used the same storyline in Dark Phoenix? Why would you hire the same man? It revolves around this plot revolving around Jean Grey, and she gains the power of the Phoenix from an asteroid or from a meteor shower or radiation shower, but she clearly had the Dark Phoenix in the last movie, so clearly Simon Kinberg doesn't know the continuity within the whole universe. This basically, he didn't know the continuity within character arcs. But hey, it's not as bad as number 4. So I promised myself I didn't yell. So I'm doing a good job thus far. Thank you guys. Talk about a movie that literally pisses off every single man in the USA. This movie, Black Christmas, I feel like it could have been on that pedestal. But it clearly didn't understand it needs a plot to execute these social messages. Apparently, Black Christmas tried to use the social injustice revolving around feminism. Basically, it revolves around these women that basically teams up to fight this unknown cult that's killing women throughout the campus. And that's not actually the plot, because these women were mostly damsels in distress. And number 3 was a little difficult. I thought about putting Playing with Fire in the list, but I was like, nah. Just let you guys know, number 3 is Terminator Dark Fate. The movie wasn't shit. It was horrific. This movie had an interesting premise in the first 2 movies, and they could have set it up in a rightful manner. But in the first 2 seconds, I'm going to spoil it by the way, they killed off John Connor in the first 5 seconds. And they tried to use this new plot revolving around this new timeline. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was good in his performance, but the writing revolving around this character is his Terminator wanted to have feelings because he felt bad for killing for John Connor, so he wanted to raise his family to understand the human emotion. But this Terminator can't feel emotion because you got to remove a chip single-handedly to give him the ability to process and learn. This is a different Terminator. This is not the Terminator from the first movie. This is a different Terminator, so the Terminator never had that procedure done. So therefore, how is he able to have feelings and emotions? Number 2 has to be in The Intruder. I'm asking you guys a question. If you buy a house from a stranger who's retiring in Florida, but they keep coming back multiple times, more than 3 times, would you invite him over for pizza? You just like asking for it, right? Her character is black. This character is black, okay? Black people don't do that, especially, no. And they wouldn't go in forest areas. Megan Good's character literally lost her black card, basically having the smarts in this movie, because she completely didn't have any. Even her boyfriend was pointing out like, hey, this is a bad deal, don't do this, but she wanted to continue anyway. Who wrote this movie?
Jellicle songs for jellicle cats, 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 jellicle songs.
What kind of cat was that?
It was a black cat, sir.
Wakanda forever!
Just made it to the end of the year. I want to thank you guys. It's been a good year thus far. We made it over 600 subscribers. I'm really happy about that. I'm really enjoying that you guys are liking, subscribing to my channel, and just enjoying the content that I dish out. And I want to do better. I want to make this channel a lot better. And so definitely have more opportunities to excel in there and learn from other people and gain a more positive aspect for 2020. So yes, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next review in 2020. And you like everything you see and you agree, subscribe to my channel and join me in the Batman family. I will have more Batman-tastic reviews in a way. You have been warned. I'll see you next year. Till then, ciao.